This month I made some strides on improving my skill set based on the SMART goals set forth at the beginning of the course. One of my SMART goals was to make improvements on my use of InDesign. I was able to do that by watching some YouTube videos on the program. After watching these videos, I took a stab at making my visual resume with InDesign. I feel like I quickly became comfortable with the program and was able to complete the assignment with it. One of my SMART goals was to work on improving my photography and photo editing skills using Photoshop. I'm not happy as I did not make a lot of progress. This was one of those months that seemed to need my attention on the task at hand and did not leave a lot of room for enrichment type exercises. And looking back on what I accomplished and what I did not, I wonder if working to touch up photos in Photoshop was maybe too broad of a goal to set for myself in just a 4 weeks' time. I think if I had just set a goal to take some photos and then put them into Photoshop and do simple tasks such as adjusting color settings and brightness, and then setting a goal later to further the editing, it would have been more attainable for the time allotted. I think my work could stand a little organization throughout the month. My lack of organization is sometimes what leads to my lack of time for enrichment projects, such as my goal to work on touching up photos. I think if I would have set aside a certain amount of time for coursework and a separate amount of time for enrichment projects, I would find the time needed to accomplish goals such as this. I am pleased with my work on my virtual resume and my use of InDesign. I can see where InDesign may now fit in my scope of work to complete certain projects. I believe it can be used when you need a project that needs a little bit nicer than what you do in Word or something like that, but maybe not as much in detail as would be encompassed in Photoshop. I think the whole portfolio process is very beneficial to me as I learn more. I'm not only able to use the process to enrich what I'm currently working toward, but I'm able to sit and review what I've learned and put it to practical use. With the pace of some of our courses, that is an important step so little details I have learned will not slip back through the cracks of my memory.